fight! Get closer to the enemy. Right punch, left punch. The enemy tumbles, uppercut. And he's knocked out. Such swiftness, such a good combo. Hello dear Paragon community, to a new deck guide from Crunch, Beat 'em Up. With this deck you can knock out the enemies through a multitude of combos, dealing a good amount of damage, striking them down with your combos and fists. If you want to step up to the stage with Crunch, you should watch the German gameplay of Repsplay aka Sonic, which is linked in the description. But before we enable the stage of the champion Crunch, we will have a look inside the deck guide. The prime card of the Beat 'em Up Crunch deck is the Warlord. The consumables you are starting with is the health potion, the health token and the strike token. For the first 9 points, getting the Guardian's Ward. It will grant you 300 additional health pool and a little bit more damage to get easier last hits. Furthermore, for 6 ongoing points, getting the Quartz Blade giving you more HP, a little bit more damage and mana regen. At the start of the game you will need a little bit more mana regen because you are needing more mana because your ulti costs mana. At level 13 you don't need the mana regen again because the ulti doesn't cost anything more. For the next card I would highly recommend getting the Windcarver Blade, or if you say I'll need more mana, getting the Fountain Spike. If you are starting with the Fountain Spike, after that getting the Windcarver, or if your third card is the Windcarver Blade, as the fourth card getting the Fountain Spike then. And the fifth one is to give you even more attack speed with the Incessant Onslaught or the Thunder Cleaver. I personally like the Incessant Onslaught because basic attacks on players grant 10% cooldown reduction for 4 seconds. This means due to your ulti reducing the cooldown, you are reducing the cooldown of your spells even more with your single target auto attacks. Or if you say I want to do more cleave damage, pushing the lanes even better and having the, I would call it active AoE auto attack with the active Thunder Cleaver when fully upgraded, you can equip this one. My personal is the Incessant Onslaught, but you can swap Thunder Cleaver with this card like your decision. The last card is the Rust Breaker to get the piercing of 96 points. My personal opinion is getting armor, so getting the Satori Cloak, so discarding the Rust Breaker, getting the Satori Cloak, and discarding the Quartz Blade and getting the Tempered Plate. Both cards will grant you 110 physical and energy armor. With his own armor in addition, at the end he's about 165 armor. So the Satori Cloak, 50% of your own armor will be shred the enemy's armor for 4 seconds. This means you are about shredding 82 points of the enemy's armor. You are doing more damage and your teammates are doing more damage to this enemy too. Getting the Thunder Cleaver will even cleave this effect even more. It's your decision, going for more damage with piercing and health, a little bit mana regeneration, or if you want to go with the Tempered Plate, getting some armor and getting even more armor with the energy armor and shred the enemies. Just check this deck out, test it, play it, and I think we should have a look at the stats which will grant us this deck. Like you can see, we got 3 main cards. It's the Guardian's Ward, the Windcarver Blade and the Fountain Spike, and it will grant you 150 damage, so a lot of damage for this punching Crunch deck Beat 'em Up. Grant you a little bit of attack speed, bonus HP pool and bonus mana pool. Also grants you with the bonus having a ward. The fourth card is your decision, having the armor solution with 110 physical armor, or the Quartz Blade with more HP, a little bit more damage and the mana regeneration. If you got the plate equipped, I would highly recommend taking the Satori cloak with the energy armor, and 50% of own armor will shred the enemy's armor. Or just taking the rust breaker if you want. The 6th card you have to choose again is taking the onslaught or the thunder cleaver. This means onslaught gives you a little bit more attack speed, and at auto attack for 4 seconds 10% cooldown reduction increase, or the thunder cleaver you get 20% more cleave and an active AoE auto attack, but having 11 points attack speed less than in the onslaught card. It's you to choose which of the card 4, 5 and 6 you wanna play, depending on the enemies, on your role playstyle, on your teammates. And if you like this guide, leave a thumbs up in the video, or just in the comments if you have idea to improve this deck, or if you want to have other deck guides, just write into the comments or at Davsaro on Facebook, which is linked beneath this video. See you in the next guide, and let's fight and punch the enemies.